When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
So, I thought you guys hang in like the cool section. Is that where that is? Right. So, I'm here today just to talk about my kind of experience in the industry, really. So, I'm a YouTuber and an endorsed artist by with Ibanez Guitars and Lane Amplification, Line 6 multi-effects. So I've managed to land an absolutely sweet gig. So I'm going to talk about how I managed it, really. Play some tunes, just have a laugh, basically what it's about. So I understand that you guys are like kind of sound techs and songwriters, a little bit of mix of both. So as a YouTuber, we need to kind of do all of that. We need to be sound techs, we need to be videographers, we need to be musicians, songwriters, try and have personality and kind of be a bit of an entertainer as well, which I wasn't initially, so I was like properly drunk for like the first 100 videos I made. That's maybe not what I should be talking about today, but it helped me. So we're just going to go through some stuff. And play some tunes. We haven't got any on-stage monitors today, so it might be a little bit more feeble, but we'll give it our best shot. So that is my initial EP release, Degrees of Decomposition. It's a zombie-inspired love story of complete loss, despair and death. And I thought it was quite a happy place to be when I was writing it. It comes in a trilogy. In relation to songwriting for me, I've decided that the visual aid of stuff is where I was at. So I couldn't write a song without just picking up a guitar and writing a song. I'd have to kind of have a little mind movie, and I thought that would help you guys out, but definitely help me. All of these good kind of, really anthemic kind of rock tunes. But I was also a massive fan of horror films, so at 7 years old, my brother in his wisdom showed me Day of the Dead. And my hair nearly fell out, it was all a bit good, and it totally terrified me to death. And I like that feeling. I like the feeling of it not being a movie. It was like kind of, it could be real. And we lose that when we grow up, I think, you know what I mean? When we're kids, everything's possible. When we grow up, it doesn't. We have routine and stuff. So I love the fear of that. And I want to try and portray that in that music, which is why there's a lot of screams and a lot of kind of noises that you might not necessarily associate with guitar playing. What you've seen there was like a lot of stuff going on, and that worked, and you actually seen zombies and gear and death and so that was what I was initially seeing in my head when I wrote that song. And then I thought, well, I need to visualise this somehow, so I begged, stole, borrowed, ripped off, quoted from loads of different sources, put together a video that made sense for you guys on what that actually meant as a piece of music. It was in my head, it looks great, but you don't know that. It could be about pretty flowers or gardens, we never know. So that's what I'm all about. I'm about a visual musician, so I like to think about things before I write them down, and then I write them down. So do you guys kind of feel that as well? Have you got influences that are genre spanning? Is it not just music or tech? It's about kind of films and art and life just in general, influences your work. It should be about that, I think. Not that I'm any person to tell you how it should or shouldn't be, but it worked for me to kind of mix these genres, especially when you're looking at a career, when you leave these hollow walls. Being self-taught has its own kind of pros and cons. The cons to it are, in 20 years of being self-taught, I most probably developed about as much as someone who'd been taking lessons for about 6 months. But in smacking the guitar in different ways and finding notes that worked and finding notes that didn't, and shoehorning in my lack of theory, it allowed me to develop a style, I think. So I'm a little sloppy, but it's kind of cool, and I don't really care that much, and that's kind of cool as well. He was the biggest fish in the one pond that was available. We can all have a little piece of that pie now. And a little piece of the pie is okay, you know what I mean? All of the pie is okay. But a little piece of the pie is okay. The way I say it, 50,000 people giving you $5 a year, that's okay, isn't it? You're not asking for much, $5 a year of 50,000 people. There's 18 billion of us at the minute on this planet or something. So, you know, it's not too bad. And then, the mantra, my mantra of endorsement, ask not what your endorsement can do for you, but what you can do for your endorsement. I will wear Ibanez t-shirts at the gym. Saying that when I go to the gym. I wear Ibanez t-shirts in McDonald's. Because I am an ambassador for the brand. I love the brand, I always did. That's also very important. Don't sign up to Shure microphones if you use Rode microphones, because you're going to get free mics, but you're not going to be passionate about the product. Hunt what you love. So, yeah, your endorsements, phone them up. If you're lucky enough, fortunate enough to get an endorsement by a string company or a mic company or, I don't know, like a clothing company, anything. Phone them up on a regular basis, just say, is there anything I can be doing? You know what I mean? Send them photographs. Twitter is brilliant, Instagram is brilliant. Make sure that you're being photographed next to someone or with someone or even just out doing general stuff. People are interested in that stuff. I just have a branded t-shirt on. See? Because if I get a photograph taken of me today by, I don't know, one of you guys, and you put on Instagram and hashtag Ibanez, then they're like, look, us doing that thing, rather than send him some stuff. Let's give him more work. No, it's all good. Yeah, I think, now I don't know whether there's another song coming. There might well be another song coming. And we see a rad player and it's like, oh, well, he's great, but I'm not going to tell him he's great. Bald hair. I'm like, yo, boss, you know what I mean? Where do I buy your merch? And like, I actually get involved, and off the back of that, you get people going, all right, well, he seems pretty cool, I'll talk about him on my channel. So there's a music company in the States called RNA Music. And I don't know if you guys like aware of the Rob Chapman thing and the Anderton's music thing. It's absolutely massive at the minute. So me and Rob know each other quite well. So Rob kind of got me onto this whole YouTube way of thinking, and he's an absolute master of it. But we've got this RNA Music in the States. Now they texted me this morning, weirdly enough, and said, Glover, is it Ibanez's or Ibanai? Right, which is the plural for Ibanez, right? So I was like, it's got to be Ibanai, hasn't it? That's much cooler. It's like, I have a plethora of Ibanai. And he just laughed his head off and just went, no, I think it's Ibanez's, but I'll tell you what, I'll put it in the video anyway. And he's put a video out tonight where he's going to say, Paul Blood from England buzzes off the fact that it's Ibanai. Now, that just means people, it's 100,000 subscribers are going to watch that video and they go, who's this Paul Blood lad? And they're going to check out my channel, just because we have that little bit of banter. So don't get a YouTube account, basically, even if it's just, how am I finding LIPA? What did I do today in my theory, in my classes, you know what I mean? How am I finding life at the minute? People want to know about people, and that's not a bad thing. Life gets in the way, I completely understand that, and that for me personally at the minute is a big thing, so I haven't posted a video for quite a while, which I can see the damage it's doing straight away.
How do you think about differentiating the content you put on each platform? So like how?
Right, brilliant. Well, it'd be specific to the level of time people are spending in that platform. So with YouTube, I could get away with a 20-minute video. I'll be pushing it, but I can do it. If I'm entertaining and engaging enough, people will watch that whole 20 minutes. Instagram, however, no chance. You put a 20-minute video on there, you never get anything. So that's going to be maybe a 30 to 40 second vid. But in that video, I'll be hinting at the 20-minute video I've done for YouTube. And Facebook will be pretty much the same as Instagram. So a couple of seconds, pretty much an advert for YouTube. But I can make it a little bit more personal because I can type a bit more within that. And then Twitter is literally linked to other things. Bit of a selfie. Yeah. Ask them what you need from them. Don't beg, that's a bit weird, but you know, ask them if you need loads of audience at a gig tonight in Liverpool. Then you need to ask your YouTubers, you ask your subscribers. I'm in Liverpool tonight, can you guys help me make it? Obviously give them a bit more notice. Ask them to follow you on all the other social networks as well. Google and the way the algorithm works is if you're posting regularly on all of the sites, every site is more important. You just get bumped up the rankings. So even if you're posting Instagram, I'm going to make a YouTube video tonight, Facebook, YouTube video coming soon, Twitter, get on this, and then you post your YouTube video, that's better than just putting your video out. Even if you get no traffic from the other three, it's better doing it that way. Sorry guys, I'm ignoring you over there, I'm just in this weird kind of relationship with these guys right now. It's because this guy's asking questions, he's engaged, he's locking me in, he's asked the audience what he wants from me, he's sucking me into his channel. So that's that. I think we've got another tune and then we're kind of on the verge of wrapping up, I think. always been, 25 songs in a week, or like, tomorrow, are you joking? But yeah, you stay up all night. I used to do it playing Call of Duty. And that was for no money and no future. It was just like, but I used to get a mint loadout. You know what I mean? It's just no good, but I used to do that. So why not do it with, turn this into a game? Do you know what I mean? The next level is your future. It's like, keep that on the t-shirt. The next level is your future. I don't know why I sound like Admiral Akbar then. It's a Star Wars reference. And I'm also going to ignore that tune as well, because we are running out of time. Because I've waffled on far too much. So, as I was talking about earlier, call to arms, go buy my stuff. It's relatively cheap, you might get a kick out of it. Yeah? So, it's out there in the world, ask people what you need from them. Did you really think I was proper out of order then saying go buy my stuff?
No.
There you go. There you go. Just ask people to do stuff. Like, not like wash my car, that's a different gig, but dudes, we're all in this together, yeah? We're all musicians, we're all learning, no one's arrived yet, even though some people might tell you they have. Just, let's be beautiful with each other. If you haven't, go see that. After you've done your social networking, that's the way to do that. And that's it, that's the end of the thing. So I'm going to just put that back on, otherwise you're going to see how really rank my desktop is. So, any questions about anything? Has anyone got anything from it? Has that been alright, like? Yeah? So many things you can be doing. Yeah, that's about it. So you've been introduced to zombie-inspired rock guitar playing. What do you think of that?
No.
Cool. Like it. You right in there. Cool, man. Yeah, it's what I've got, and I might have been embarrassed about it at one point, but I'm talking a cack now. I'm just releasing it. I'm just gonna, it's done, it's ready, get it done. Get it all out there. I think you should do the same. Social networking, please go home, get a YouTube channel, even if you're just talking about your experience of setting up a YouTube channel. It's ridiculous what people want to watch these days. Yeah? But be mindful of your marketing. What are you? Are you a vocalist? If you are, be a vocalist. Tell people about the trials and tribulations of that gig at the minute.
And how much time do you spend on social media a day? Like,
not enough. Right? So I would aim, and I have to diary this in, about an hour. But what I'll do is I'll have an hour after every, after my major post. So if I'm posting a YouTube video, I'll be online for an hour after that. And that way you're getting fresh traffic right the way on top of the video. If you release a video on Monday and then you don't go back to your comments till Friday, you've kind of missed the traffic a little bit. So about an hour if you can help it. But we're always connected. Not in lectures, don't do it in lectures. But we commute a lot now, and we should kind of find that. Also, toilet time. Ooh. That's the best time to comment, because you can be 5 or 6 minutes doing nothing, you know what I mean? Get posted on your social media. Just don't tell them that's where you are. So yeah, about an hour, this is my goal.
Do you still practice? I don't know, on a daily basis?
Guitar? Yeah. Well, yes, and for me, I think practice has become play. So I just play a lot now. So I don't really sit down. I try and do something new every day. That's something Steve taught me, and I'll never forget it. So I'll take the whammy bar out and I'll bash the strings, or I'll tune out a tune and sort of see what happens. Because I think sometimes when we're used to a tuning, you tend to play the same things. So that's what I love about the Varia, because I can put an absolutely insane tuning in, and then I have to play differently. So yeah, try that. Do something new every day, try and think outside the box. And we have to finish there, guys. So hopefully you found that interesting. I've buzzed off it, and I'm going to talk about social media and network. So someone was saying there's like a bar downstairs or something. You guys are all down there. We'll get some selfies and that, get some social media done. Cool. So,